Hey guys, all content discussed in this channel is due diligence gathered with aim at better understanding the nature of the current market in anticipation of the greatest squeeze in financial history. Let's dive in. Big things happened today in the stock market. Twitter landed a deal with Elon Musk, who agreed to buy them out for $44 billion, which will result in the social media company going private. The stock market overall began to rise, erasing some of its earlier losses. The S&P 500, Dow Jones and Nasdaq all ended the day green. Morgan Stanley equity strategist Mike Wilson says that the markets currently have very few places to hide. The market has been picked over at this point and it's not clear where the next rotation lies. According to Wilson, this means that the overall index is about to fall sharply with almost all stocks falling in unison. This would mean that the S&P 500 will enter a bear market, which would signal a 20% decline from previous highs at minimum. Keep in mind that the S&P 500, the most important gauge to determine stock market health, has been in its biggest bull run since March 2020. As all the crisis taking place in the world pushing inflation high, it is clear the market is due a big correction. Tomorrow, we begin to have some of the biggest and most important earning reports which will have a huge impact on the entire market for weeks and months to come. I made a short video about this yesterday. We recently talked about Melvin Capital, one of the worst performing hedge funds to date. The embattled hedge fund became popularized last year when they experienced an emergency situation where they had Citadel and .72 firms inject billions of dollars into them so that they could survive after their short positions on GameStop saw them get decimated. Ever since then, they changed strategies and stopped shorting many companies and instead began opening long positions. As you may know, with the current market as it is, this strategy backfired greatly, and in a desperate move to try to escape this dire situation, the hedge fund announced that they would be returning investor capital back to its clients with the intention of parking the remaining funds in a brand new state-of-the-art hedge fund that would launch on July 1st. This would have allowed Melvin Capital to escape many penalties without facing the consequences of their poor decisions. This was all good and dandy until yesterday, when Gabe Plotkin, Melvin's founder and CIO, wrote a sad letter to its investors blaming himself for everything that has happened and promising to return back to his investors with another proposal, ditching the idea of returning the capital back to investors to begin a new hedge fund. It's an absolutely pathetic chain of events that continues to get more cringe by the day. So much for the media telling us to put faith in the hands of the so-called sophisticated investors of Wall Street. We did not get nay news from GameStop or AMC today. We have a very profitable day trading session in my Discord, which I highly encourage you to come check out for yourself and see the results. Let's now talk about today. The Fed submitted over $1.783 trillion in reverse repo operations today. Dark pool trades for AMC accounted for 47% of the total volume today, while dark pool trades for GameStop accounted 52% of the total volume today. AMC had a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders, with GameStop also having a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders. AMC had a bullish day, gaining under 2%. The stock opened to a run from 16.30 to 16.85. After a small dip, AMC began running up again, and stayed trading in a channel between 16.90 and 16.60. AMC closed at 16.97, above the VWAP. As for tomorrow, support will be found at 16.30 and 15.70. Resistance will be met at 17.00 and 17.58. GameStop had a bearish day, losing over 1% for the day. It opened to a small run that eventually led it up above 139.50. After this run, GameStop began dipping, eventually closing at 135.87, below the VWAP. Support will be found at 133 and 127. Resistance will be met at 139 and 142. I highly encourage you guys to come over the Discord, as we just reached past 6,000 members. You will find tons of active traders talking about GameStop and AMC and other meme stocks in crypto in the markets. It is a very engaging atmosphere, and even more so if you are looking for a serious day trading group. Links will be down in the video description. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. I will continue striving for better content. Enjoy the rest of your day, keep on buying the dip and to the moon.